Hey, what's up, everyone out there? Thank you so much for tuning in to another Addicted Fishing podcast. We're back in studio. We missed last week because we were on a trip. Where were we?
We were on a trip, and then the week before, we were fishing.
Oh, that's right. So we've missed a couple weeks.
We've just been fishing.
We've been fishing.
It happens that way sometimes.
But, guys, we got a pretty good video coming. We went up to old Sitka, Alaska, and did a do-it-yourself, DIY, which was really, really, really cool. I'm not going to give you much about it yet. I'm not going to give you much, but we got a good video coming for sure.
It was really cool. Definitely one of my new favorite towns in Alaska. Been to a lot of places up there, and just a neat place. Awesome fishing. A cool opportunity in that place to get the equipment that you'll see in this video, as far as the boats and everything.
Yeah, we went with Sitka Boat Rentals, and the cool thing is they provide everything.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It was a really neat adventure. Yeah. Surprisingly, there wasn't. Well, I don't want to give too much away, but surprisingly, there wasn't too much arguing.
Somehow. I felt like it was a really good trip on that.
Fish were biting.
Matter.
Yeah, but speaking of boats.
Yeah, speaking of boats, we got a guest in here. Introduce yourself.
I'm Nelson. I'm with Stevens Marine. Got a couple stores, sponsor obviously of Addicted, a couple stores in Tigard and Milwaukee. So here to chat about some boats today.
Well, thanks for coming, dude. Thanks for coming. Yeah, if you guys don't know, which I'm sure most of you guys do, but Stevens Marine's been a sponsor of ours for years now. We bought all of our boats there, and we love these guys, and they've taken really good care of us. So we thought we'd bring them in and talk a little bit of boats.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit of boats. So what's new at Stevens? How about that? Tell me anything new, exciting. What do you got going on there?
I mean, I'd say the newest stuff has been stuff recently from Mercury. Of course, been a couple years now, but EFI kickers, but they keep just up in the game. 600 horsepower, 400 horsepower, 350 horsepower, big outboards, our newer stuff. They've sort of renovated their whole four-stroke line. They recently launched a new 25 horse as well. That's, I think, 30 pounds lighter than the previous 25 horse. So, we get some cool new stuff on the pontoon pleasure boat stuff every summer. The other stuff, aluminum welds and kingfishers and all that. I mean, they're just trying to produce
to keep up.
Yeah, the stuff that they've been producing for a long time. I don't think it's been a big, R&D time in the last few years for any boat builders, just because demand's been so high that they're just building boats. But we got some new fish fighter accessories, that sort of stuff. Obviously, continued innovation.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I never really paid much attention to. But when me and Cam got a chance to go down there, you guys actually have a insane selection of just other products in the showroom. Like, you can buy all sorts of stuff in there.
Yeah, we try to have we don't have a huge retail selection, but like a focused retail selection of the type of things that you would need for the types of boats that we sell, and
exactly.
Fish fighters
very specialized.
Big part of that, because they carry everything. It feels like that you could need for an accessory on an aluminum fishing boat.
Well, I feel like that's the beauty of Stevens Marine too, is it has the pleasure boat aspect of the sales, but most of the crew, most of the people working in Stevens are very avid fishermen, and it's kind of one of those unique places to go buy a boat where you can have somebody dial you in, let you know exactly what you need if it is your first purchase, or even if it's not. You could be missing a lot of things in your boat. You see it all the time when you go out on guides boats or certain people's, and you see those little things and those little attributes to a boat and those add-ons that make life a lot easier.
Oh, that's so. I mean, I worked closely with Nelson on my boat, and I was like, yeah, dude, just build this sheet out and tell me what I need on this boat. And he just helped me build it.
From the position of the rod lockers to, the kind of seats and the positioning of, everything. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat experience going in there and buying a boat.
You bought a couple boats now, right, Nelson?
I've had a couple, yeah. I like to check things out so I can speak to what they are, and then obviously helping you guys get boats set up now. It sort of like comes back the other direction. A lot of the Addicted followers come in there and they say, hey, just set me up like Marlon set up, or set me up like Cameron set up. So, like you said, you go out on somebody's boat or you see somebody's boat and you see things, you're like, oh, that'd be really nice to have. And so we do everything from people who walk in that know exactly what they want, and, we just dial them in, or people who don't know what they want, and same thing. They just want, our recommendations or expertise on how to get them set up so that it's a easy, efficient fishing experience for them.
Cool. Well, guys, you guys know the drill. Check out Stevens Marine. Like he said, they have Milwaukee and Tigard location. Give them a call. They can help you with everything. They do services and stuff as well. I always bring them my boat every single winter to winterize it, and every single spring to get it going for me, because I just don't want to deal with it. It's easier just to bring it to them. So make sure you guys check out Stevens Marine. We appreciate them as a sponsor, and Yeah. What else has been going on, Jordan? What have you been doing lately?
On the move. Alaska, we were up in northern Washington in Neah Bay, doing a lot of fishing lately that we don't do a ton of.
Yeah.
It's been really cool. A lot of ocean fishing. Some of the videos you guys are going to see coming out in the next few weeks are very unique, very fun. Have had an awesome opportunity to actually get back with the crew. You know, haven't been out there just filming on my own and running amok by myself with a camera guy. And we've all been able to get together and go do some pretty neat adventures. And
me and Clint were just talking about that, trying to do more of that, just getting the crew involved more in these videos because it's a lot of fun.
It's so much fun. And I think you get a little bit more of a behind the scenes look at the camaraderie and the, how do I want to say it? Dysfunctionality.
Exactly.
Of how much fun we have together and what it's like to run a business like this and go on fishing trips like this with groups of friends. I think it's very relatable to the people that watch. And it just makes a fun viewing experience when you're watching these videos on YouTube.
I've really enjoyed, just like Jordan said, the fact that we've been doing a lot of different stuff lately. We've been in the ocean 4 or 5 times now, and we don't have a lot of that content on our YouTube channel, so it's been fun to film some more of that. Hopefully you guys are going to like it, because I know you guys, it seems like every time we get away from salmon and steelhead, they're like, where's the salmon and steelhead videos?
Yeah.
But we gotta get a little more dynamic. You been fishing, Nelson?
A little bit. I got a little springer fishing in. Sort of limited opportunity, but I did not fish when it was snowy and lack of fish, but I've gone 4 or 5 times and got some. I'd like to go out there and do some halibut soon, but here it's, 700 feet of water. I'm
sure is Cam already scheming to get you up where we were?
I saw the pictures. I was like, I think I would like to do that. I've done Seward and Homer and stuff over the years, but it would be cool to get up there. I do like that.
Cam, you know what we should do is we should get 2 boats and make it like tournament
style,
dude, a competition against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be freaking fun.
I love it.
How deep are you guys fishing up there?
The shallowest really was like 180.
Yeah,
We were
still
fishing.
pretty nice.
Deepest was probably 3.
Yeah,
300.
But
we
I
fished
think-
a little bit of 400. We ventured out one time and went out into there, but
Yeah.
we didn't really go super deep. I felt like some of the days, dude, we had such a good ocean that we should have probably explored a little bit more.
We should have tried. A place like that, if you're up there fishing for fun or just fishing on vacation and looking for meat and trying to make the most of the time that you have there, it was really easy to go out and be successful. But the way we were fishing and our goal for the whole trip and making the video was to kind of get the biggest and the baddest of what we had the options for. And so I feel like, you just get lost in time and you get
so many times we'd look at the clock and I'd be
Yeah.
like, it's 2. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we're screwed. Like,
Yeah, I definitely think we should have went deeper, but the reality of it was we only had 1 electric reel.
yeah, that's
We're
true.
all big babies. You
Take
guys can
turns
all
on
say
that.
what you want. Yeah. It was a really badass electric reel, though.
It was.
everybody's always like, I'm just gonna just use it for bait checks or
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yeah.
then eventually you're like, I'm gonna eat a sandwich while it reels this fish. in.
Exactly. I will say there's a little bit more to a science of using that thing, though, versus what I thought. Like, I thought, you just push the button and reel these suckers in. It's like, no, every time you do that, you rip the hook out of their face.
Yeah,
Right.
especially if you got a big one. I think.
You got to toggle the joystick a little bit. You got to play with it. But
For sure.
I'm excited for the rest of the summer. We got the Addicted trip coming up at Big Dave's.
Yeah, you leave in just a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Damn.
and, just 1 week, really. We got the end of this week and then next week, and we leave next Saturday for that.
Did Jen send you your flight info?
She might have. Alex actually sent me a little copy of it. But then also, I do believe for the Coho trip in August, there are still a couple of spots available.
Yeah. So if you guys want to go fishing with Jordan in Alaska
And film it.
and film it.
Yeah. It's very, very neat experience. It's this first trip is for king salmon, and it's all catch and release. If you had the opportunity to see the Addicted Alaska 3 movie, you got a little sneak peek of what really it's like to go do this fishery that we're doing here in June. But for August, it's a harvest trip. It's fun, lots and lots of fish, and a lot of
What
solitude.
does Dave always like to say that you've heard him say a million times?
100 fish days on bare hooks.
Yep.
All you use is a weight and a red hook, and I'm really excited to see it and experience it. I've had the opportunity to fish all over Alaska, and this place in particular, I think, is kind of on the top of the list just because, 1, its location, and 2, the size of the runs that go up these rivers. And the cool
The
part,
way they set up too, you have to imagine, like, for what we were fishing, we're kings. Imagine that many coho in those river mouths.
and just getting to use everything for those guys out there that kind of get off on using different techniques and want to check things off their bucket list on how they catch fish, or whether you're just a bait fisherman, or you want to try twitching jigs, or you want to throw spinners, or you want to twitch spoons, or whatever it is. It's going to be a really cool opportunity, one, to see Alaska in a really neat way, spend time with some cool people.
Yeah, and like Jordan said, we're going to be up there filming the whole time. We're going to be making episodes with you guys, and it's going to be a really, really good time. So those trips are available on our website. If you just go to our website and hit shop, it's underneath the fishing trips section. There is still, I think, 4 seats left for the coho.
And I would highly recommend it, guys. It's going to be a blast, and that is August 14th through the 19th. So still plenty of time to get everything, all of the logistics.
The flights are
planned
pretty
out.
cheap. Like those ones I just got for you and Alex were not that expensive at all.
Yeah. Can't stress it enough. Get on that, everybody. If you have a group of buddies and you want to go to Alaska, it's going to be a really, really fun opportunity.
Have you ever ventured to Alaska, Nelson?
A few times, yeah. I used to have to go there for work, and so I would sneak in a couple fishing trips, but two, sort of the cliche Alaska fishing trips down on the Kenai, and then Seward, Homer. So, but it's still a good time. I did a little sockeye fishing and stuff while I was there, and I'd like to get back. I'd like to go do some of that smaller town stuff, or go do the halibut.
I think you would love the DIY stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what we've gone a couple times, and both times it was definitely, one time it was definitely, chartered guided experience. That was fun, but we've talked about going back and doing, something more do it yourself. Or even the second time, I just went out with a customer of mine up there, and he took us out, and we did, basically a do it yourself halibut trip with him. So he wasn't a charter or anything. So, but definitely fun. I was just looking at those pictures. Cameron posted a few of them, and I thought, like, gonna have to get back up there. It's just the country and everything is amazing up there.
Oh, yeah.
And everywhere you go is so different. That's kind of the, it's a massive state.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that you go to Alaska once or twice and you've seen it. But you get on a plane and fly a couple extra hours one direction or the other, and you're in a whole new world. And my favorite thing, what I think we all need to go do together, is when you take a jet to a float plane to a jet boat to an even smaller boat. That's when it
farther
really
and farther
in.
and farther.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good video concept.
Exactly. When you get to use you get to utilize the efforts and the tools that, like, a trip like this one with Big Dave offers. It's just an experience, and then you add in incredible fishing, and you can't beat it.
I literally all of probably some of my really all my best days of fishing have happened in Alaska.
Yeah.
Or it's like, a pretty good day of fishing in Alaska in a lot of instances would be like an amazing day of fishing here, right? Like, you can get a few here, but you can go there for a week and get a week of them. So.
Yeah, I like stuttered when I said that, because then all these days started popping in my head where I had really good days here in the Pacific Northwest, but nothing like Alaska.
You quickly
really.
become that guy that with every story you go, well, in Alaska.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, in Alaska, this is how we do it.
Exactly. Well, guys, we gotta cut a short podcast tonight because we got to mob over to the live feed. We have a couple special guests on there tonight. If you guys didn't know, every single Wednesday, 6:30 p.m., we're live on Facebook and YouTube. So come join us. It's a fun time. We appreciate you listening to the podcast. We're gonna try to get more of these recorded. Me and Clint were just scheming on how we can do some extra episodes. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for coming in, Nelson. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
As always, check out Stevens Marine, Fish Fighter, amazing sponsors of ours, and we'll see you guys on the river.
See you later.